whenever you're ready.
Typically, individuals participate in exercise that revolves around cardio, despite other forms of exercise, such as strength and resistance training, being equally or more effective. Strength and resistance training exercises include powerlifting, resistance band work, bodyweight exercises, and even intense walking, all with the purpose to increase the strength of muscles through repetitions of movements. Movements which include multiple muscle groups at a time, as noted by Dr. Dina Oaklander, a psychiatry resident who was interviewed by Time magazine, a world-renowned magazine company. She noted within the United States, however, only around 20% of Americans participate in the strengthening of major muscle groups, or strength and resistance training. With less than a quarter of Americans desiring to strengthen multiple muscle groups through their exercising practices, an even lower percentage of women participate in the training as well. Misconceptions accompany this training for women, leading to a increased male participation. Yet through strength and resistance training, females benefit physically, neurologically, and ideologically, suggesting that it is favorable. Quite often, women are discouraged from this form of exercise due to the misconceptions in society. For women, many do not wish to lose the feminine image, and the idea of this training supports a bulky physique, despite being false. Dawn Pakistani News, which focuses on news from Pakistan and worldwide, supported body weight and body fat fluctuations through strength and resistance training, but proved that women lack the testosterone to become bulky. In addition, Ranveer Al-Badia, an experienced bodybuilder and fitness enthusiast, mentioned that cardio is not enough to preserve the physique that many desire. Many rely on cardio as their primary form of exercise due to the lack of knowledge that they have, but strength and resistance training actually burns around twice as many calories as cardio due to calories burning during the exercise and following as muscles repair themselves. Of course, these misconceptions deter strength and resistance training for females, but they actually can benefit from participation. Inner and outer physical benefits are gained, along with neurological advancements and altered ideological positions. Physically, strength and resistance training can result in physical appearance changes in women, along with inner bodily function alterations. For women, outer appearance changes can possibly be impacted, found through a study conducted by students of Süleyman Demirel University in Turkey. Participants in the 8-week study experienced changes in flexibility, posture, and bone density. In relation to inner bodily functions, the same study showed that the average resting and maximum heart rates of participants declined, along with the average glucose levels and blood pressure levels. Biochemical levels in blood were also positively impacted through the training. Neurologically, strength and resistance training leads to advancements that revolve around psychological developments and well-being. Alicia Garcia Falgueras noted that endorphins and their production is influenced by the intensity of training within her article that was published by the British Journal of Education, Society, and Behavioral Science, which publishes widespread works revolving around human interaction and health. Garcia suggested that many are unaware of the results of endorphin production. A higher production increases motivation, leading to increased positivity and decreased depression. Stress levels are also altered, leading to more positive mood. Along with the actual health benefits of such exercising, by participating in the training, it is common for women to feel more confident overall. For Serena Williams, a professional tennis player, the gaining of muscle mass has resulted in body shaming from the public. Within the article, The Meaning of Serena, published by the New York Times, it is suggested that some describe her as hypermasculine and unattractive, suggesting that she favors a male body type. However, she plays with joy and has gained confidence, much like other women who participate in strength and resistance training. As seen by this graph, representing a study from the University of South Dakota and University of Texas, revolving around body image and self-confidence for female collegiate athletes, of the 41 participants who participated in strength and resistance training, 35 had an increased self-confidence and 21 claimed to feel more self-acceptance. For females, the perception of themselves is altered through such training, impacting them ideologically. As mentioned, strength and resistance training has proven to be beneficial for female physical and mental health. But in order for more women to become involved, one solution would be to increase the knowledge of the advantages of such training. Colleges frequently engage in these teachings through their programs, like at Michigan State University, where Mike Vorkapich and Ken Manny, strength and conditioning coaches, work to teach the general benefits of the training. But despite current programs, more should be implemented to teach about the training, especially to younger girls. However, the institution of more knowledge being presented to females through programs such as these would be limited, as an idea such as this would be difficult in a society that typically looks down upon female participation in the training. The cultural misconceptions presented by the Dawn News platform previously support that strength and resistance training lacks female involvement due to their lack of knowledge on the topic. Overcoming the influence of misconceptions on society would take time, much like other reforms, because many do not believe that women should be in this area of exercising. Another limitation would be the lack of female confidence that is a lasting result of these misconceptions. Michigan State University strives to build female confidence and show them the possibilities that can be gained through such training, like other programs. Without the knowledge of the possibilities that can be gained through strength and resistance training, women lack the confidence to even participate in the training itself. This lack of confidence would lead to the inability for women to engage in the teaching programs, hindering their success. Another solution that could engage more women in strength and resistance training would be to increase the amount of opportunities for female inclusion. Specific female classes could be instituted at gyms to allow for women to feel more included and accepted in exercising. These classes could help women learn proper techniques to ensure proper health maintenance and increase their results. Yet with this solution as well, limitations would cause the implementation of such inclusion for women to become more difficult. As previously mentioned, it would take time for societal acceptance of females in this sector of exercise to be altered, but it would also take time for an idea such as female-oriented classes to be implemented in various areas. In recent years, Title IX has allowed for more opportunities for women through the training suggested by Michigan State University, but an idea such as this would require time to expand to allow for all females to overall gain the benefits of strength and resistance training. In addition, another limitation of increasing female inclusion and specific female-oriented classes would be the lack of funding and labor. As suggested by a salary report by ACE, a top fitness instructor certification outlet, the average hourly wage of a fitness instructor in the United States is around $26. With the addition of specific female-oriented classes, more instructors would be necessary, making a higher cost of operation for gyms and fitness centers, limiting specific inclusion. Overall, strength and resistance training is a form of exercise that women can gain physical, neurological, and ideological benefits from. However, misconceptions hinder women from participating. In order for women to become more involved in this training, possible solutions include teaching the benefits of the training and increasing specific inclusion. Some women lack the confidence to participate in strength and resistance training, but its benefits overcome the negatives set by society, suggesting that its participation can positively change the life of females and their perspective. Thank you. Here are my image citations, and these next two slides are my general information citations.
All right, 6 minutes and 55 seconds. So let's look at the oral defense questions. How valid and reliable are the sources you used, and how do you know?
Every source that I used within this presentation and within my paper was from a university or from a medical study. The only source that I used that was not from one of those sources was Time Magazine, which of course is a well-known magazine company, and the article that I did read was from a doctor's perspective. It was just from Time Magazine. I also used the Serena Williams article from the New York Times, but again, the New York Times is a very well-known and well-represented newspaper company. So overall, all the sources that I used were very valid and what kind of credibility they had.
All right. If you had more time, what additional research would you conduct related to your issue?
If I had more time, I would have liked to look into how diets also affect the results and the benefits of strength and resistance training, along with the intensity. While I was able to learn through the Time Magazine article that I read that Dr. Dina Oaklander was interviewed with, that intensity does impact the results of strength and resistance training, I would have liked to have known how much the intensity increases and what the differences would be between someone who works out 2 days a week rather than 5 days a week. But diets, of course, would also be another thing that I would like to look into and how that results in different benefits for women.
All right, good job, thank you.